There are roads in this world that exist on no map, roads that locals refuse to speak of after dark, and roads that, once entered, seem to have a will of their own. Whispering Hollow Road was one such place, a thin, cracked stretch of highway swallowed whole by ancient forest, a place where the trees leaned inward, like they were listening, like they were waiting. On a moonless night in late October, a young woman named Jenna stood at its entrance. She had always been adventurous, never the one to shy away from a dare, never the one to flinch when others hesitated. So when her friends challenged her to drive alone down the infamous Whispering Hollow Road, she accepted, without hesitation, without fear. Or so she told herself. Her car moved forward, and the darkness swallowed everything behind her. The headlights carved two fragile beams through the fog, the pale, trembling light against an ocean of black. On either side, the trees loomed like silent sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching out toward the car, as if trying to pull it off the road. The wind moved through the canopy above her, not howling, not screaming. Something worse, whispering. Jenna's eyes stayed locked on the road. She counted the seconds. She focused on her breathing. The road twisted and bent, offering no straight answers, no visible end. There were no houses here, no signs of life, no lights from distant windows, nothing but fog and trees, and the uneasy feeling that something on this road knew she had arrived. Then the radio crackled. It had been silent the entire drive, dead silent. But now it hummed to life, a distorted, fractured voice pushing through waves of static. The words were unclear, but the feeling behind them was not. Jenna's grip tightened on the steering wheel. She pressed harder on the accelerator. 1 more mile, she told herself. Just 1 more mile. Shadows began dancing at the edge of her vision. Pale shapes between the trees, yet vertical, still, watching. She told herself it was the fog. She told herself it was her imagination. She almost believed it. Then she rounded a sharp curve, and the headlights fell on something that made her breath disappear entirely. A girl, standing in the middle of the road, young, pale as bone. Her long, wet hair clung to her face, hiding her eyes. Almost. Through the dark tangled strands, one hollow eye stared directly at Jenna, unblinking, ancient, wrong. Jenna hit the brakes. The car shouted to a stop, inches away. For a long moment, neither of them moved. The fog curled around the girl's feet like something alive. The radio screamed with static, and Jenna, her hands shaking on the wheel, forced herself to speak. "Are you okay?" The girl tilted her head slowly and did not answer. Jenna knew then. This was a mistake, a terrible, irreversible mistake. She turned the key. The engine coughed and died. She turned it again. Nothing. The headlights dimmed. The dashboard warning lights bled red across her face. Outside the windows, the forest pressed closer, and between the trees, figures. Dozens of them. Pale, silent, watching. Her phone showed no signal. The screen glitched, and for just a moment, 4 words appeared where the signal bars should have been. "No one leaves." The girl was at the window now. One hollow eye pressed close to the glass. Jenna screamed and scrambled backward. Fog poured in from the vents. The radio played something broken and childlike, a lullaby warped beyond recognition. The road outside darkened like spreading ink. Jenna had heard the stories. Everyone had. Tales of travelers who turned onto Whispering Hollow Road and simply never returned. She had laughed at those stories once. She wasn't laughing now. The car began to move on its own, slowly, steadily, rolling forward into the darkest part of the road, toward a dead clearing hidden in the fog. And there, half buried in mist, were the silhouettes of other cars. Old cars, their headlights long dead, their windows fogged from the inside.